bum 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 ba-dum bum.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Fancy Hobo Improv Show. My name is Tony Torrico, and I am going to be your host for the evening. Thank you so much for tuning into tonight's show. Maybe you're enjoying this show on your couch with your dog on your lap. And if you are, who wants to go for a walk, boy? Have fun with that. That's what you get for inviting me into your homes. Now, if you've never seen a Fancy Hobo Improv Show before in your life, here's how things are going to go tonight. Tonight, our players are going to be improvising short-form scenes and games, all based on your suggestions. Yes, that's right. This week, we took to our social media to get a bunch of suggestions on our Facebook, our Instagram, but it is not too late to get those suggestions in for our show. So leave your best suggestion for a reason to celebrate in the comments. That is a reason to celebrate, and we are going to be using one of those suggestions in our show tonight. Now, because we are not performing in a theater tonight, we do need your continued support. We are raising donations every single show we do so that we can bring more and more live streamed improv shows directly to you. That is right. So to make a donation directly to us, you head to Venmo and you send all of our donations to @FancyHoboImprov. That is right there on the bottom right corner of your screen. Anytime you make a donation to our show, our Fancy Hobo logo is going to give you a little tip cap for the tips. So thank you so much for supporting us. We truly appreciate it. I think you've heard me talk long enough. Let's welcome our players to the virtual stage. Our first player, to him, the years start coming and they don't stop coming, Robert Ferreras.
Oh, good evening. Oh.
Our next player, he was fed to the rules and he hit the ground running, Phil Nieto.
Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Our next player, it doesn't make sense for her not to live for fun, Holly Scott.
Might as well be walking on the sun.
Our next player, his brain gets smart, but his head gets dumb. It's Brandon Burns.
Sorry, I just needed to get sunned up.
Our next player, he wants to know what's wrong with taking the back streets. Boo this next player. It's Robert the Chocolate Bear Heger.
Good
morning. Boo.
And we have two all-stars making their Fancy Hobo Improv Show debut tonight. Please welcome Mr. Tyler Koontz.
Why, hello there.
And Tony Phonethibsavads.
Oh, hey.
So we are met. Hey, now we're all stars. Let's play. So let's start with our first game of the night. Our first game is called My Movie. This game is for everyone. The way My Movie is played is that all of our players are going to be Hollywood pitch people, and they are going to be pitching me their ideas for movies. Now, they're not going to pull these movies out of thin air. They're going to be using your initials to create those movie titles. So on this week, when we got suggestions, we took some initials from a couple of people. Players, your initials are going to start, your first initial is going to be MH. Okay. All right. So this is the game of My Movie. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Then let us play. Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna go with Brandon first. Brandon, what's your movie?
All right, my movie is called Making Home. It's inspired by and directly stolen from the script Homeward Bound. It is a complete ripoff,
Why
and
would
I swear to you.
stolen ripoff script? No, absolutely not. Phil.
Yes, my movie's called Marksman Handyman. It's about an ex-military sniper who's retired to the life as a handyman, and he's so accurate in his repairs that people think that he's cheating them.
All right. What is the what is the movie? Who stars in the movie?
Matt Damon, clearly.
Okay, then no, never mind. Holly, what's your movie?
My movie's called Mystery Hat, and it's about two people that find a hat in the middle of the forest. One of those people is Hugh Jackman because he's amazing, and the other person is Anna Kendrick. Ah, you hate Anna Kendrick.
I do hate Anna Kendrick. I'm so sorry. Rob.
Okay, I've got it. It's called Mass Hadron, right? It is a rom-com between two scientists who unlock the fundamental forces of the universe, create a unifying field theory of physics, and find love.
Okay, I know one of those scientists has to be an A-lister, and who is that?
I'm thinking Renee Zellweger, okay, classic, but you can play a lady in her prime, in her science prime.
No, say no more. I want to see a scene from it right now.
Perfect. Charles, these tests. Look.
Those are amazing tests, and I love you.
What? I love you. And the uncertainty of a position of a particle. And unlike that uncertainty, I am certain that I love you.
Our love can bring the universe
All right, I've seen
together.
enough of that. That's basically every movie I've ever seen. I'm gonna go with Tyler. Tyler, give me your movie.
All right, my movie is Mistress Heimlich. You know, behind Heimlich was actually a woman that invented it, and the woman is played by Adam Sandler.
No. Tony, what's your movie?
Oh, this movie is called Mickey's Heaven. This is a biopic of Walt Disney in his final days before creating Disneyland. And
Is he all crazy and Howard Hughesy?
Yes.
Then show me that movie.
Mice, cats, dogs. Why can't they talk? They should talk.
Mr. Disney, the 4 o'clock parade is coming by your apartment. Do you want to come and say hi to the people today?
Perhaps I should. Hello!
Ah!
All right, that was really aggressive. I know, yeah, that was very, very aggressive. We are actually going to change our initials right now. We're going to change our initials in the middle of the game. I'm giving you 3 different initials. These come from Winston. Your initials are W-O-A. Hope you got it ready. Guess what? I want to hear a movie already, and I want to hear it from Paco.
It's the Windy Order of Anarchists.
You have me already? Just show me the movie right now.
Whoa! It's windy.
That was pure cinema. No other way to describe it but pure cinema. Okay, all right. Brandon.
Okay, it's called Waiting on Anita. It follows exactly at the end of Waiting for Godot, and it's 2 women who happened upon the same exact location as the 2 men in Waiting for Godot, and they just have a conversation. It stars Renee Zellweger and her grandmother.
We've already heard enough about Renee Zellweger.
All right.
Holly, what's your movie?
So my movie is called Without Accuracy. It's about 2 spies that are going up the ranks, and they are really good, except they can't seem to kill anybody because they can't hit a thing.
Who are the spies?
Well, one of them is Rowan Atkinson, aka Mr. Bean, and the other one is Mary Steenburgen. There we go, the old Hollywood actress Mary Steenburgen.
All right. I don't know who you're talking about in the second one, but I definitely want to see Rowan Atkinson. So let me see a scene from it.
You missed me.
All right. We definitely have got a couple more movies. Yeah, Rob, give me your movie.
All right, it's called Women of Action, all right? and it stars Malala Yousafzai. I'm really bad at her name, and Rosa Parks and Harriet Tubman, and they get together with Rufus from Bill and Ted's. They go back in time and they fight time traveling Hitler.
That
Gold.
sounds great, but I'm not going to have that scene played by a bunch of dudes. Phil,
Fair.
what's your movie?
My movie is called The Wiccan Oncology Anachronism, right? And it's about witches that come forward in time, and it turns out their witchy arts actually are the cure to cancer. But people don't trust them because they're witches.
See, that sounds like science for 2020 right there. Let me see a scene from it.
You see, I can cure you, if only you'll subject yourself to my potion making.
No way, you're a witch. I don't like you at all. Go away, witch.
But Mother,
No, but
the witch could
I
save
can
you.
save you.
No, I won't have it. I won't have any of it. No witch.
Hold on here. Hold on. I am a traditionally attractive American doctor. And as much as it pains me to say this, you should listen to the witch.
Yes.
For you, doctor. I'll listen to the witch if I get to talk to you more.
Yeah, I get to keep my mom.
All it
All right,
takes
that
is
was a really poor choice in movies. And Brandon looks like he's dying if I don't get to him. So Brandon, what is your movie?
It's called Whoa! Our Aunt! It's inspired by and directly stolen from the unpublished autobiography of Bob Hope. It follows his life story told by a stagehand who went on all of his tours with him. It's really intense and filmed in a single shot.
Show me what you got.
Honestly, Bob Hope, got no hope for me, am I right? Oh, Anna Kendrick.
God, and that's our game. And that's the game. God damn it.
I had to bring her back.
I'm so glad that the entire cast knows my hatred for Anna. Anna, if you're watching, I'm sorry. It just doesn't. You don't. I'm sorry. You don't got. All right, let's move on to our next game. Our next game is called Oscar Winning Moment. It is for Tyler, it is for Brandon, and it is for Phil. The way Oscar Winning Moment works is this is how it's going to be played. These players are going to be in a scene from a Oscar-nominated movie, and which I will give them the title of the movie, which I got from you, the audience. And at any moment, I could say Oscar-winning moment Phil, or Oscar-winning moment Brandon, or Oscar-winning moment Tyler, and they will have to go into the speech that will win them an Oscar. Truly emotional, truly incredible. Acting is what we're about to see, folks. So, players, your suggestion comes from Moreland on Facebook, and the title of this movie is called The Harp Song. The Harp Song, like bring. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Then play.
Don't look at me like that.
I shall look at you whichever way I please, for I am
Your
above
face.
you.
Oh, love. What do you know of love, you fiend? You animal.
Come on, please listen to him. He's got your best interest in mind, Halera.
You think you know me so well, Philip. I don't think you do.
I told you, I am your sister. I'm gonna love you no matter what. We're gonna get through this.
Moment, Tyler.
When we grew up on the streets, I just knew that you were going to be great. You were going to be the best, and you deserve love. You took care of me when my mother couldn't, and I learned how to love from you. That's how I know what love is, and I see it in him. I see it in him. I know it is in him, and I know it is for you. It's love. It's in its purest form, as a sister to a sister, and a man to a woman, and I have all these emotions, and you...
Thank you, Tyler, thank you.
Listen to your sister. You do deserve my love.
Why must you wretched? I don't think I deserve anything, you see?
Oscar winning moment, Brandon.
Don't you understand? All I've known is the act of giving. Giving the love that I think those around me deserve. And here you stand, trying to tell me that I am deserving of it. It which seems so elusive upon mine own tongue. You have to understand that it does not matter what words you say, what actions you take, I will simply see them as a lie. An absolute and utter travesty upon my own name.
Thank you.
Think that I would lie to you about something as powerful and important as love?
I don't think you mean to, but I think you must. To look at me and see love.
It's true. You're homely to look at, and your station is far below mine.
Bill, Oscar winning moment.
If my father could see the person that I've chosen to give my heart to, he would roll in his grave. Roll! But I don't care. I don't care what my father thinks anymore. I heard you play that song, and it struck my heart. It's like you were plucking the chords of my heart itself, the chords of love that bind my body together, and I cannot be separated from you. I cannot have you go and play your beautiful music for others, because then it would tear me apart. It's like the strings of my heart would be ripped out of my body and given to these other men who don't deserve you. They don't deserve your gift. Why can't you just accept that I love you, that I want to be near you? It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter how lowly you were born. It doesn't matter how annoying I find your sister and her sycophantery.
Thank you.
I love you.
I didn't know you heard my song. You heard my song?
I did. And it reminded me of who I could be. The man that has always been locked up in this silly suit, freed to run through the fields with you.
Prince, a few words. Well, may I play a song for you today, maybe?
I would love that.
Oh yes, play a song! Play
No,
a
you
song!
have to
That is our game. That's the game. Wow, wow, wow. I got to tell you, that is way better acting than I've ever seen Anna Kendrick do. Let's move on to our next game. This is a bit I'm going to do all night, folks. Get used to it. Buckle in. This is our game. This game is called A Couple Of. A Couple Of is for Rob, and it is for Tony. So let's get them on in here. And we got a suggestion. So the suggestion we have for you is a couple of hamsters. A couple of hamsters. That suggestion comes from Mimi on Instagram. All right, that's all you need for this game. Players, are you ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Then play.
Always running in circles.
There is a very real futility to this task, and I don't like that. I don't understand why we do this.
I don't get it. It's like, do we have any choice in life?
Well, do we have choice in running on the wheel? Or is the wheel the choice?
Huh. Maybe I should stop. I've always been running around in circles and I never had time to sit down and think.
Yes. Let us do a think.
Oh, God! Thinking
Are you
is
okay?
hard. I don't know. I don't like thinking.
I mean, it's very new to us, but I just read this book.
You can read?
Yes.
When did you have time to read? We've always been running.
Well, inside of my wheel, there are words. It took me many, many revolutions at first to even notice the symbols. Then I deciphered them. Then I learned what they mean and their context. They say made in China. And I know what that means now.
There's a China? So there's a place outside of here?
Yes.
Oh, God.
There's a world we don't know about. We've been locked in here to suffer and die. And I can't figure out why they're doing this to us, the giant hairless hamsters. They're so cruel.
I've always wondered what was out there, but I'm afraid to leave.
No. We can't let fear dictate our actions anymore. I have a shiv. I've been making it secretly. We're busting out of here. We're gonna get out of here, you and me and our 38 siblings. And we're gonna rise up. What do you say?
Well, we can run all day, but where will we run to? Running in circles is all we know. We're just gonna end up back here. I'm scared.
It's okay, because really running in a circle is running in a straight line. And really, what is a revolution if not a circle? If not 360 degrees, and we know 300.
We will have a revolution by running in a circle. I'm not so scared anymore when I'm running with you.
Good. Letting go of the fear. First step. And you already know what the second one is.
It's leaving. Leaving what we've known for the great unknown. To this China.
Maybe there we can break the wheels that make the wheels. Hold on.
That is our game. That is our game. I have never seen a hamster revolution happen before, but you know what? 2020 still's got some months ahead, so who knows? And while you're pondering revolution, make sure that you still take a little bit of time out right now, because we are still raising donations to bring more live stream improv directly to you. Yeah, you can make a donation directly to us by heading to Venmo and sending those donations to @FancyHobo, like Jesse, or who else is on this list that's donated so far? Kristen, who has some unfortunate things to say about Anna Kendrick. All right, so let's keep going. Let's keep rolling along. Our next game is called First, Middle, Last. It is for Holly, it is for Brandon, and it is for Chaco. The way this game works is that you are going to see 3 separate scenes. One of these players is going to have the first line of that scene. One of these players is going to have the middle line of that scene. And one of these players is going to have the last line of that scene. And once I give them those lines must be in every single scene they do. And we'll do the scene 3 separate times with 3 different suggestions. All right, so let's see here. Chaco, I'm going to give you our first line of every scene, and that line is, "You inspire me." You inspire me. Okay. Brandon, I'm going to give you the second line of that scene, and our audience gave us the suggestion of, "Why can't you be more like your friends?"
Why can't you be more like your friends?
Why can't you be more like your friends? Tough stuff. And then finally, Holly, you are going to have our last line of every scene. That line comes to us from Deanna, and it is, "Chores first, then play."
Chores first, then play.
Chores first, then play. Those are your 3 lines for the 3 separate scenes. Now I'm going to give you suggestions for those scenes. That first suggestion is going to come directly from our YouTube comments. From Brennan, the reason to celebrate you are given is a negative pregnancy test. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Then play.
You inspire me.
Do I now? I make it feel good, do I? Is that what I do?
Yeah, it's everything about you, your moxie. I'm like,
Yeah, I want to chime in here and think that I agree with Donovan. I think you are so inspiring, Todd. So inspiring.
Because I'm smooth, baby. I took a class down at the YMCA that taught me how to be smooth and chill at all times.
I wish I was half as cool as you.
Yeah, you do. Look at you, standing there wearing nothing but Uggs and a small cardigan.
hey,
Waving.
Is it really cool to bring people down? Like, you're really, I mean, you were really cool there, but like, you just brought them down. You just.
Look, the people that I surround myself with are all about destroying the ones you love to push yourself above the rest.
I still think you're cool. That'll never change, but maybe be a little bit sensitive, you know? That might help.
Sensitive?
Yeah. Especially with Donovan right now. He's going through a hard time, so just...
Oh, his cat dies because I accidentally ran it over, and he says that's a hard time. That's just ridiculous. Look at you all standing there saying, why can't you be more like your friends? It's just ridiculous.
I want to be mad at you each time. I want to get mad at you. Just that hat and the way you.
You want to see something amazing? Are you ready? Look at this. Oh, and I put it back on my head. Yeah.
Wow. But I can't, because I gotta go clean stuff, because in my life it's always chores first, then play.
All right, and scene. So let's get to our second suggestion, where we will see those same 3 lines coming back in. Your next suggestion is we asked for location, and that location is a thrift shop. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Then play.
You inspire me. This is the best coat ever.
And you look so fantastic. Like, it puffs out your shoulders in a way that I did not think possible.
Hey,
yeah.
Don't you rip that. If you rip that, you bought it, right?
Oh,
no. Why'd you do it? Oh my
Why'd you rip it?
Oh my
you
God.
ripped it.
Got so excited.
God. Now you gotta buy it. I don't want you to have to buy it, but you do.
I've never had such a sweet jacket like this before in my life. I was planning on buying it, but do I get a discount because of the rip?
No, man, no. They're not gonna give you a discount. Oh,
There's
man.
no way. You see those tassels? Those tassels look too expensive to give you a discount because you ripped the sleeve.
Yeah, man. Like, you can't just go into a place and just like rip it to shreds and then get a discount. What is it, the grocery store?
Seriously.
God.
I mean, the rest of us walked in here. We're not ripping things. I mean, look, Jennifer bought like 2 socks and like a pair of pants and no rip. Like, bro, why can't you be like the rest of your friends? Like, It's kind of ridiculous. You walk in here and you're like a disgrace.
That's terrible, man.
You're right. I'm always walking around. I think I own the place. I just get so excited.
But you don't own the place. You don't own the place. You know why?
We gotta be easy on him, all right? Bull, it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna teach you how to walk through space and not knock things down all the time.
Yeah, walking through space, that's like a chore, man. And you're like trying to play too much. So you know what? Try this. Try chores first, then play.
All right, scene. Okay, very last scene for first, middle, last. This scene is using those same lines. This scene, your suggestion is Tiger. Tiger, players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Then play.
You inspire me.
I know I do. Yeah. So you want that autograph or what?
I mean, I would appreciate one. I like the ball. I got a ball. Can you sign my ball?
Of course I can sign a ball.
You can sign my ball. Hold on, I got a ball.
You always like this.
Sign my ball.
Right, I'll sign your damn ball.
Thank you.
You want me to make it out to like I got it. I got
And you could make it out to Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany, like the
actress, Tiffany Haddish.
All right, I nice to meet you, Tiffany. I didn't think that you would be here, but okay.
I know it's a common Thank you. It's a common misconception. We just share a name. I know we're very similar, but we're not.
Okay.
Happens all the time.
Well, you know Glenn. Oh, I know Glenn. Of course I know Glenn. Everybody knows Glenn.
Yeah.
You got something to say, Junior? Speak up. Use your words. Come on.
I know Glenn.
Oh, good. Good for you. Good for you.
It's really nice of you to say you know Glenn. But I feel like, if I'm honest with you, Tiger, I feel like he's lying. Because he's thinking to himself like, oh, why can't you be like all your friends? I gotta know Glenn. But I don't think he knows Glenn.
All right, I don't know Glenn. Okay, I don't know Glenn. I don't care about Glenn. I have no idea who Glenn is. I'm a sports authority. I'm a person who runs sports teams. I'm not even a player. I'm the manager. You know? So if I were to know this Glenn, which I don't, and I don't care to know Glenn, I only had one piece of advice for you so that you can make Glenn a better sports fan.
Yeah?
Chores first. Then play.
You're a genius,
game. That scene game. Wow. Great. So let's move on to our next game. Our next game is called 4 Literal Squares. 4 Literal Squares is for Tyler. It is for Tony, it is for Phil, and it's for Rob. These players are going to be doing 4 separate scenes. Tyler and Tony, you'll be doing that first scene. Tony and Phil will be doing the second scene. Phil and Rob will be doing the third scene, and Rob and Tyler will be doing the fourth scene. At any moment, I can say rotate, and we will go to the next scene. We will continue rotating through scenes over and over again, every time getting back maybe a little bit of time has passed, something new has come up. But I'll give each scene a separate suggestion. So for Tyler and Tony, your first scene, that suggestion is gonna come from Kristen on Instagram. Your suggestion is Murder Bus, yes. And then for Tony and Phil, your suggestion comes from Amber on Facebook, and that is pig. Then for Phil and Rob, your suggestion comes from KC on Facebook. The suggestion is pine cone. And finally, for Rob and Tyler, your suggestion comes from Kelsey on Facebook. That suggestion is trust. What we all need right now, trust. So that's going to be it. We're going to start our this game off with Tyler and Tony. Players, are you ready?
Yeah.
Then let's play.
I love the smell of fog on a nice full moonlit night.
This fog really obscures any mess that can happen, you know?
Yeah, like they won't even see it coming.
Well, it's a mighty big bus.
And it can hold a lot of potential victims. People! I gotta get that straight. Yes. Oh, oh.
Ooh.
I thought I heard something outside the bus.
Rotate. Scene 2, pig.
It can
You-
taste really good, I tell you what.
You're so right.
Mhm.
I don't know what you did with it, but it is the most delicious thing I've ever eaten.
Yeah, who'd have thought that just a little bit of pork belly, just fry it up real nice, and that's all you need to eat for the rest of the day, you know?
That's right. We are going to be millionaires marketing this thing. You and me rising to the top of the pork world.
Hold it right there. I'll raise you to raise food to feed everybody. Now you telling me you're only gonna feed the rich?
Now, Pa, don't be ridiculous. We don't just feed the rich. We make it affordable for everyone. But if everyone's eating it and gives us an affordable price, we can live like kings, Pa. Think how good the pigs could live.
Ah. Well, I tell you, money really changes the heart, you know?
Switch. Scene 3, pine cone.
We've created new life.
I am literally in awe. I'm stunned. This is the most beautiful thing we've ever done.
I agree. And we are very beautiful ourselves. And yet, this tiny thing will grow to be as large and mighty as we are.
But can it handle the wind, being so tiny and fragile? I worry for our tiny thing.
Surely that is its most dangerous time. Should a storm come through, it could grow broken and sad. We must protect it.
But how? How can we foresee what is to come?
We can't, and that is the most terrifying part. This beautiful tiny thing. We've no control once it takes hold.
Switch. Scene 4, trust.
Because we're all in this together.
Charles, I appreciate the fact that you are really upbeat about the situation. But I still can't find $150,000 from the main account. So we need to figure out where $150,000 went, Charles. Where did that go?
Oh, it went. I met this guy like on the street, and he's like, "Hey, I'm this Nigerian prince. If you just give me $150,000, I can get home, and I can, and then I'll just wire you back some money, and then some."
Well, did the prince get back to you? That sounds like an amazing investment.
Switch. Scene 1, murder bus. Back to murder bus.
Oh. Oh God! Go faster! They're on our heels! Oh no! Who knew when we started this venture that we would become the victims? Oh!
I'm just tired of running, you know? Here, you take the wheel.
What? Oh God, I'm never gonna see my family again. Hi, you're all I got now.
No, I'm just tired of running, you know? Hey,
What?
we tried to gather some victims, but passengers, they just didn't want to come.
All right. Look, I think we need to get on the same page here. And it's that the only way that this is gonna be fulfilling is if we both are in this together.
You're right. You grab one, put one hand on the wheel, and I'll grab the other.
Switch. Scene 2, pig.
Woo! We did it, Paul. We're rich.
So this is what real money feels like. Huh.
Right. And I got a whole pool full of gold bullion. We can Scrooge McDuck in that bad boy.
Well, who'd have thought that the son ends up teaching the paw? You know?
And you thought it would change us, but look at us. We're still the same people, just, the same people with, drinking our milk out of golden goblets and whatnot.
Yeah, and I am still your pa,
Of course you are. It doesn't matter that I put the business all in my name, and that, you passed your secrets on to me. Before you died, I'll always take care of you, Pa.
Switch. Moving on to Pinecone.
You failed the sapling. If it had only come from a stronger cone, it might have survived the storm.
If it had come from a stronger... How dare you? Perhaps if your gametes had more gusto, we wouldn't be in this horrible situation.
I have surrendered my own water and soil to the roots of that sapling, and now it lies broken and blown over because its roots weren't strong enough to survive.
Perhaps it would have been stronger if we would have gone and talked to those nice mycorrhizal fungal people down the street and perhaps get them inoculated.
Oh, I see. So it's my fault for not wanting to trust the crazy quacks with their antifungal shenanigans.
It is a solid relationship and necessary for mineral exchange.
Rotate. Scene 4, trust.
It's ringing.
You know?
I know. All right. It says the number is disconnected. I'm sure he'll get back to us.
Yeah. I mean, he was a Nigerian prince. He's clearly on the level. So look, I've been actually doing some numbers on this too. So when we get that money back from the Nigerian prince, right? Check this out. We're going to drop an additional 30% into production, right? Man, we are going to corner the fucking wax market in Southern California.
Switch. Back to the murder bus.
This fog has gotten really foggy.
I'm lost without you.
Well, you're gonna have to continue on your own.
Switch. Moving on to pig. Scene 2.
Oh, Father, as you can see, your concerns were completely unfounded.
Money is all we need,
Indeed, the high life truly is high.
Money, it's better than having things, Like, I haven't eaten in days because we have all this money. Look at my ribs.
Right.
Switch. Pinecone.
I hope you're happy. Fire season.
I haven't been happy since the day you took root next to me.
Switch. Trust.
I'm over here and I found the Nigerian prince, dude.
And that's the game. That is our game. Wow. Oh, my goodness. I too am a broken and burned sapling. So let's move on to our next. That was sad. Let's move on to our next thing called interrogation. That is for Chaco, it's for Holly, and it's for Brandon. Holly, you are going to be our guesser, and Holly is going to be interrogated by Brandon and Chaco on a particular thing that she's done, a crime that is not a crime. where that crime took place, and with a very specific accomplice. She's not going to know any of those things. She's going to have to guess all three of them. So, Holly, turn off your speakers. Make sure you can't hear us. Can you hear us at all? Oh, she's gone into the booth. Okay, she can't hear us. Great, really great. All right, so the suggestions we have for this are a doozy. The crime that is not a crime is Holly put carpet on top of hardwood flooring. Okay?
That's it on top of hardwood.
On top of hardwood flooring. And where she did that is in the White House bunker. She did it in the White House bunker. Both of those suggestions come from Jesse on Instagram. And then finally, she needs an accomplice, and her accomplice was Rob Zombie. That comes from Andrew on Instagram. You got that?
Yes. Yes.
It's a doozy. I'm going to give you about 4 minutes to complete the entire thing. Holly, let's get Holly back in here by waving our arms and letting her know that she should come back in. Yeah. All right, Holly.
I'm here.
Welcome, 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 welcome. Holly, did you hear any of that?
Nope.
Okay, perfect. So, players, this is the game of interrogation. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Then play.
Who do you think you are?
I don't know. I don't know nothing. I don't know anything. You can't
You
do
don't-
nothing for nothing. I'm sorry.
You
can't-
don't know nothing. You don't know nothing.
I
Look at your
don't.
stupid face. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. This covering up pure, pristine magic with filth. With filth.
Filth, magic. I don't know nothing. about
Polyester filth, if I might say so myself.
You're speaking very loud and very fast, and I don't understand what you're saying.
God. Glenn, can you translate for me? Jesus.
You,
I can't.
my colleague is he gets so excited, and it's just something that's really important to him, to doing this the proper way.
Okay.
Taking it out first, and then you put it in. You don't just throw it on top.
You treat it with respect.
Hey, Gary.
I'm gonna take a step back. I'm gonna take a step
Cool.
back.
I got this, man. It's just he loves this. He loves the feel of it on his feet when he takes off his shoes and gets home. Like, he loves these individual things, but place them on top of each other.
Yeah, like Jenga blocks. Because I knocked over the Jenga blocks, didn't I? I knocked them over.
No, not the Jenga block.
Yeah.
Hey, Gary.
I'm cool.
This
I'm
is
cool, Gary.
a game. This ain't a game.
No,
There's a couple of Garys.
This covers everything in your house, my friend. Everything.
Oh, yeah. Because,
You're walking on it.
I put the carpet in wrong. I put it in bad carpet.
Yeah, we know that you put it in wrong. The whole idea of putting carpet in at all was wrong.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I didn't mean to put the carpet in wrong. Maybe I was supposed to put in hardwood floors or maybe tile.
You already had that, buddy. Come on.
Oh, already had that, huh?
You
Okay.
already had it. You had the W. You had the beautiful, pristine mahogany on your floors. And what did you do?
I put carpet over the hardwood floor.
Yes, you did. You get that one, Chief?
Yep. I definitely got that confession on tape.
Oh, I didn't mean to. It's just the hardwood's a lot more difficult to clean. You see, you know what you thought.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why you thought you could get away with it. I mean, there's no cameras down there.
No,
Completely safe.
no cameras at all. Like
You had freedom.
like on It's a Small World, because that's what we did it. We
It's
did
a,
it in Small
I will burn you if you lie to us again. I will burn you. I'll take a step. I'm taking a step. I'm taking a step.
Don't let him use the fire, Mr. Officer Man. Don't let him use the fire.
Come here. It's just you and me. We're gonna talk this over.
Okay, I'm
Now,
close.
it's just, you went down there.
Down there.
Some people might have called you, excuse my language, a bitch for going down there.
Hey, that's rude. And I don't.
No.
Some people called you that for going down there. You might have been afraid. It's understandable, but your fear was not real.
It wasn't justified. You can't just escape down to this secretive little thing under the world to save yourself.
That's right, because we put the hardwood flooring on down at the underground kennel. You know, where the other dogs are. You know,
it's underground.
Because that would be the only appropriate time to call something of a female gender a bitch. Just know that. Just know that, because that's
well,
bad.
I mean,
You know what? That's right.
You're not talking about
That's fair. That's fair.
Exercise that
We crossed the line. We crossed that line. But I will say about this. I will say this about your decision to go down there. The fact is, that costs the taxpayers so much money every time you decide to step foot into that fancy schmancy office down below. Just because you got a little bit afraid that things got a bit too hard up above.
I pay taxes.
I must have been hanging out in Cerebus's Hades office down below. You know.
No.
We are talking. You know what, Grant? I'm gonna be honest. The lies. It's the lies that are getting to me. Because we know this is a public office. This is an elected official sitting in front of us. She thinks that we don't know. That we don't know. That she can go underground to this secret place where all the president's men and horses run away when things get rough.
Okay, fine. I'll admit it. I put carpet over the flooring in Trump's bunker. Donald Trump's secret bunker into the White House.
Got that one, Chief?
Yep, you know, I'll definitely take that one. And now this is a federal crime.
I don't mean to be federal. I didn't mean to be federal.
We just got promoted to FBI on top of our already judicial and police, level.
Oh.
Yeah, we're white, so we
That's
get
how that
promotions.
Mm-hmm. But you know what really grinds my gears, Grant? Grant, do you know what really grinds my gears about this whole thing?
What, Gary?
I'm gonna tell you. What grinds them is who she was with. It's despicable. I'm gonna say it.
No,
I'm
don't.
gonna say it.
Oh no, not who I was with.
If you let us know, everything will be all right. Like you gotta flip on your partner. It's a serious offense.
If I do, will I get a plea bargain?
Gary won't beat you up.
Okay, I'll take it.
And I won't burn you either.
It's going to be kind of hard to tell you who my accomplice was. So, bear with me. Because my memory's a little hazy, you see. A little hazy.
Yeah, I understand why you may want to work at him. He thinks he's a filmmaker. But...
Oh, yeah, filmmakers like that do homages. I think I remember like Quentin Tarantino, perhaps.
Oh, no, this gentleman thinks he's a filmmaker. He started in other,
okay. So
aspects.
He started somewhere else and became a filmmaker. Yeah, I'm recalling at the moment, like Kevin Smith.
Do not ever desecrate the name of Kevin Smith.
Oh, okay.
Kevin Smith.
I'm gonna lose my mind at you. All right.
That was a line that you crossed with Kevin.
You think you can just look at this? You think you can look at Kevin Smith like some kind of zombie, some kind of piece of meat to make fun of?
Whoa!
You want to rob Kevin Smith of his livelihood right under from his feet?
No, I don't want to do that. I want to talk about my accomplice, who's a filmmaker, but he also is something else. He became a filmmaker, like Ron Jeremy or something.
Oh.
No?
No. I can hear the music now. Your time's coming up.
Oh, a musician that became a filmmaker, perhaps.
Yes, you're getting there. You're getting there.
Maybe the music sounds a little like jazzy or perhaps a little hip-hoppy. What do you think?
Is that how you describe his music?
No, I need help describing the music. Can you help me describe his music a little bit?
As much as I would like to, my understanding of this person is solely based on name alone. I know zero facts about who this human being is. I only know their name.
Hey, newly appointed FBI agents, it's your chief again in here. Look, if we don't get the accomplice soon, I'm gonna have to put this one with the rest of the devil's rejects. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's
We're
true.
gonna have to put this one with the rest of them.
Yeah.
I didn't want to
You
let it
can't
go.
have that.
Fine. I will admit to everything as long as I can get a plea bargain because I replaced the hardwood floor with carpet in Trump's bunker with none other than Rob Zombie.
Yes, and that is our game. That is our game. I'm so glad that Brandon and Chaco, you know so much about Rob Zombie. It's apparent.
Yeah.
Zero. It was zero.
Good work.
I had nothing.
Yeah, and so before we move on to our next few games, again, we just want to remind you that we are not performing in a theater tonight. Shocker, I'm in my living room. So we do need your help. We're continuing to raise donations so that we can bring more and more live stream improv shows to you. You can make a donation directly to us. Head to Venmo, send those donations to @Fancy Hobo Improv. It's at the bottom corner of your screen. We have a lot of opinions about Anna Kendrick happening inside of that Venmo right now. And I gotta tell you, it's more positive than negative so far. So if you donate your opinions of Anna Kendrick, then whoever donates the most amount of money, I will have that opinion at the end of the show. Yep, I am not above doing that. All right, so let's move on to our next game. Our next game is called In a Blank with a Blank. It is for Tony and Tyler. So these two are going to be doing a scene based off of this suggestion, and the suggestions we got to fill in those blanks are in a flash with a mask. And that comes from Winston on Instagram. In a flash with a mask. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Then play.
Oh, did you get that on film? Tell me you got it.
Yeah, this is amazing. The blue Magnum you've been working on all that time.
I can't even understand my ears right now. What you're saying is that was amazing.
Ooh, I better check my camera. My camera seems to be set really oddly.
You missed it? Dang it!
Oh!
Edward, how could you miss it? This was our chance. We were gonna go and be the big time. I was gonna get out of my mother's basement. Oh God.
Derek, it's okay. That was only once. You have an opportunity.
Oh yeah. We'll be able to see the next superhero that comes through and saves us. That's once in a lifetime, man. Once in a lifetime. What the best thing we can do? I can maybe go and rescue a cat. Do an interest piece. Come on, no man, come on.
Yeah, it's just cats get lost all the time. You're like, look, see, here's a poster someone posted. Missing cat.
I mean, I guess it's better than nothing, man. Edward, if you screw this up, I don't think we can be best friends anymore.
Hey, you're just thinking too literally, man. Heroes show up in times of need. I'm creating all this trouble because I want these heroes to show up for you.
What?
Yeah.
You planted the bomb?
Yes, all for you.
Edward!
It was in your name too.
Edward, you've become the villain?
No, I'm not the villain. I'm just trying to get heroes to show up. And I had your fingerprints on them so that they will find you.
Edward! You're so in the wrong. Did you steal that cat? Did you?
I did that.
You're an animal.
No, I am not. I am just trying to get these heroes to show up, and the cat missing wasn't good enough. The bomb wasn't good enough.
What? So then what's your next plan, Mr. Mastermind?
Well, I got this nuclear football here.
Nuclear football.
I changed the code.
And that is our game scene. Oh, wow. Aside from that scene, I got to tell you, the opinions about Anna Kendrick are coming in. And so far, we have a meh and she's good at playing herself, and she's fine. Great. So keep sending in those opinions about Anna Kendrick via donation, and I will decide how I feel about it at the end of our show. All right. Our next game is called Self-Tape Audition. It is for Brandon. It is for Holly. It is for Tyler, and it is for Phil. The way this game works is that two of these players are going to be hosting an audition. They're going to be looking at self-tape auditions sent in by Tyler and by Phil. And they are going to be casting a movie. Once they see that initial self-tape, they will give notes, and we'll see that self-tape again with the notes added on top of it. So the movie that you are casting comes from Mimi on Instagram, and that movie is called Top Nun. Top Nun. Top Nun. And now we got two ridiculous character names for you. Tyler, you are going to be reading for the role of Boxcar Topher. Boxcar Topher. That's you, Tyler. And Phil, you get the hard name. You're going to be reading for Blorf Forkington. Okay? Blorf Forkington. That one comes from Lars, and Boxcar Topher comes from Mikey, both on Facebook. So this is the game of self-tape audition. Everybody got that? Phil, you got Blorf?
Yes.
Blorf. B-L-O-R.
The classic name.
Blorf. All right? Okay, great. So this is the game of self-tape audition. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then play.
I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to see. So far, we have seen some awesome tapes. Oh, so good. Oh,
They've been fantastic. I've loved every single one of them. I cannot tell you the joy I feel watching these young talents read my words. It really is inspiring.
You're such a great writer, Frederick. You're such a great writer.
Goodness gracious, Leanne, I cannot tell you how much your critiques and your kind words have meant to me these last 17 years. It has been life-changing. And I know you can't tell, but I am smiling the biggest smile and crying the biggest tears I have ever cried in the last, a century, it feels like.
You gotta stop. Let's watch the next video. Let's watch it. You gotta stop.
Let's give it a twirl. Who's this little gentleman that we got turning in for us today?
Oh, this is someone named, I'm on my email, Boxcar Topher. Boxcar Topher.
Boxcar Topher. That's one of my favorite characters in this whole movie. I'm excited to see what he does with it.
Could do it.
Let's give it a go, why don't we, all right?
Play.
Hey, my name's Julian Fries. I'll be reading for Boxcar Topher. Sister, you're the best there is! You changed my life for the better! I used to just live on the railway systems. I traveled from one city to the next in a drunken stupor until I wound up at your church. And sister, you saved my life. That's why you're the top nun. End scene. Thank you.
Wow. That was one of the worst things I have ever seen. I am deadly furious.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that
The
bad.
choices were simply disgusting. Did you see it? The dialect was all wrong. I wrote this as mid-Atlantic, and you know it. I mean, come on.
You know what I really did think was great? I thought it was good at the high pitch, but I really want to see it at a higher pitch. Like,
Yeah.
There. Like, hit that note, sister. Like, hit it. Because that would sell it for me.
You know what? I agree. I'm just going to quickly type up these notes, and I'm going to send it out, and let's see what this little fella does with these notes.
Hello, I got your notes. It's Julian Fries. Callback for Boxcar Topher. Sister, it was you're the one that changed my life. Oh, if it wasn't for you, I was going boxcar to boxcar, as my name inclines, and I have not been the same since I met you. That's why you saved my life, and you are the top none. Oh! Thank you.
Wow. The way he said, I think it was inclined, where it sounded like he almost vomited halfway through the word. Honestly, I was blown away. Really stunning work.
You should cast him as that boxcar Tober.
I'm gonna put that in the notes. I'm gonna give him the big old roller boxcar. All right. Well, I know we got this last little fella. He's that NYU graduate from the master's program you love so much.
Yeah, he's reading for your best part in the whole show, and the best part is, of course, I'm talking about Blore Forkington. So
my
let's
God.
see how he does with the words of Blore Forkington.
Okay.
Hey guys, Frank Tinseltown here. I'm going to be reading for the part of Blore Forkington. Thanks. You might think the life of a utensil at a covenant was a difficult one, and I'll tell you what, there are times that it was. But of course, I've been in the mouths of more nuns than anyone else I know, if you know what I mean. And life was a little boring at times, you know what? But when Sister Mary Catherine was all alone in the kitchen, just me and her and the rest of my Forkington clan, and that demon showed up to possess her, I knew that the rest of the convent was in trouble if old Lord Forkington didn't jump into action. So that's what I did. Thanks, guys. Hope that was all right. Hear back from you soon. Frank Tinseltown. Thanks.
Sweet mother of my fourth child, I am starstruck. God, I want to give him the role right away, but I want him to do it one more time, because I think what it's missing is it's the rapid shrugging that this character is doing in the speech, something like, I don't know, I don't know. I think that's really what we're missing throughout, is the really aggressive shrugging.
Yeah, the shrugging is definitely important there. But I also think that first of all, I love that he chose the beard for his visual presentation for the audition.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing that I always imagined Blorf having was objects in his beard. So I would love to see if our person could actually utilize that beard by putting things in it and letting it stay there through the performance. Whatever he happens to have available, just put it in the beard and just decorate the beard.
Just throughout the speech, you want him constantly placing objects in his beard. That's what you want?
Or just have them. I mean, if he wants to place them or have them, but they should be there. They should be there.
All right. Well, I'm typing up those notes and I am sending it out. Let's give it a go.
Oh, hey guys, Frank Tinseltown here. Here for the callback for Blore Forkington. Wow. I got your notes. I thought they were really insightful. I'm going to give it a shot for you. Thanks. You wouldn't think life would be super interesting, right? As a utensil at a convent. But you know what? I've been in more nuns' mouths than most people. But that's why when I was sitting there alone in the kitchen with Sister Mary Catherine, I was like, oh, that demon's here. Blore Forkington's gonna have to jump into action. And so I did. Thanks, guys. Frank Tinseltown. Have a good one.
If I could do it, I would weep a million tears asunder upon this freckled face.
Me too. Let's cast him and go get some Burger King, right?
Cast it in right now and let's get out of this dumpy hole. Oh,
that
girl.
is the game. That is the game. It is said that acting is truly about how many things you can put in your beard.
I think Anna
So
Kendrick said
I mean, that would explain a lot. So let's move on to one of our last games of the night. It is called Film Dub. That is right. This game is for Holly. It's for Rob. It's for Chaco, and it's for Tony. So the way Film Dub works is that these players are going to dub a film that they have never seen and we have never showed them. We have purged YouTube and the internet for a great movie, and I'm very excited to see. So in order that the characters speak in the film, we'll be going this way. Tony, you'll have whoever speaks first. Holly second. Chaco third. Rob fourth. Sound good to everybody?
Yep.
Whoa,
All right. This is the game of Film Dub. Let's play.
It's a nice place we have here. Really nervous about selling this place. I'm gonna miss it when it's gone. You know.
I got a knife. Come on. Who wants this? Who wants to taste peanut butter? I love peanut butter. Hey, peanut butter is really great. You know it comes from peanut plants? But actually, they're not plants at all. They're legumes like beans. And beans are really good for your soul. Like good tasting soul beans. Hey,
Edward. So you should really wash that knife before you serve anybody cake, you know?
You have a dirty knife. Dirty knife, fool.
I mean, I was using it to cut peanut butter. Doesn't anyone care about my peanut butter?
And you spreading your germs everywhere.
Oh, look up there, there's peanut butter on the ceiling. I must have got it up there on accident. I must have flicked it too hard.
Edward, I do have a dishwasher over there.
Oh, I see you have entered and made yourselves at home. Welcome to my kitchenette.
Hey, you like peanut butter, don't you? Don't you like peanut butter? Especially
Get away from me with that peanut butter knife.
I know you're allergic to peanuts, but peanut butter can't be all that bad, can it?
Yes, it's
Peanut butter is a sin upon humanity. And excuse me, it's time we all pour ourselves brandy. Except for me, I'm pouring myself water. One, ice, now more water. And I'm sure you're wondering why you're here.
It was water.
Yes, more water. But the reason you're here has nothing to do with water. The reason you're here is I am going to propose to marry one of you tonight.
Game scene. Game scene. That is that is the scene. Wow. Wow. Wow.
I've actually seen that movie before.
Yeah, that's what The Bachelor was. It's an old-timey bachelor. All right, we have moved on to our very last game of the night. Our very last game is we're going to play a couple one-liners for you. And the one-liner game that we are going to play is Sex is Like. It is how we will be comparing our illustrious sex lives with suggestions that you have given us. So Sex is Like. Your first suggestion for this is going to be Chewbacca. Chewbacca. That comes from Lisa on Instagram. Sex is like Chewbacca. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
And let's do it. All right, Chaco, you're up first.
Sex is like a Chewbacca. Yeah, I'm not that great with it. You can call me a Wookiee.
Phil.
Sex is like Chewbacca.
Tyler.
Sex is like Chewbacca. There's a lot of hair and sweat.
Holly.
Sex is like Chewbacca. You're not going to give me any medals for it either.
Rob.
Sex is like Chewbacca. If you're not careful, it'll rip your arms off.
Tony.
Sex is like Chewbacca. You always know what they're saying, no matter what language you speak.
Brandon.
Sex is like Chewbacca. He's misunderstood unless you listen closely.
All right. Phil, you got one?
Sex is like Chewbacca. I always get to win.
Tyler.
Sex is like Chewbacca. My only friend is Han.
Oh, very nice. And a little sad. Moving on, we're going to get a different suggestion. Sex, this one comes from Kristen on Facebook. Sex is like a guillotine. Sex is like a guillotine. We're going to start with Rob.
Sex is like a guillotine. It's a short, sharp shock.
Holly.
Sex is like a guillotine. If you're not careful, you might get a little bit too much head.
Will.
Sex is like a guillotine. I haven't used it since 1970s.
1970s?
Yeah, that's true.
Tony.
Sex is like a guillotine. It will be quick and painless on your first use.
Oh. Rob.
Sex is like a guillotine. For a few minutes afterward, you are still capable of feeling and sensing things.
Oh, God. Brandon.
Sex is like a guillotine. The French perfected it.
And that is our show.
I never end on puns.
Absolutely 100% true. Wow. Thank you so much for coming out and tuning in to tonight's show. If you enjoyed tonight's show, be sure and tell your friends about it. Please like this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Every subscription that we get gets us closer to that 1,000 subscription goal that we have. So please do that for us. We would really, really appreciate it. We just want to remind you, you can still send those donations in to Venmo at Fancy Hobo Improv. Your donations, they make our show possible, like our next show. And our next show is our Dungeons and Dragons improv show, Hazards and Hijinks. That's right. This show airs next Saturday, August 15th at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Be sure and tune into that. And be sure and follow us on all of our social media at Fancy Hobo Improv on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, while we get suggestions this week and next week for our upcoming shows in August. I think that's about it. I got to announce the Anna Kendrick thing, right? It looks like it is a dead heat between meh and no. Like, we don't appreciate her performances. So I'm going to go with meh and have no opinion whatsoever. I'm sorry. That's the way our show is going to end tonight. All right. Thank you so much for watching my show. Until next time, Fancy Hobo signing off.
Bye-bye.